Hey, what's up guys? Kyle to another YouTube video. I got you a very fun video, I guess. How to learn Kindred pretty much. And of course we're watching probably the best channel on YouTube to learn this champion from nothing, from scratch. So I'm gonna teach you guys how I really learned this champion. In my defense though, or like not defense, a little backstory. Before I picked up this champion, I mean, I was already a challenger player at the time playing Jolo, and also was a challenger 80 carry that year too in like season 9. And I played Graves already, so picking up a Kindred was honestly pretty easy because Graves and Kindred, the way you want to play them, are somewhat similar. It's just that like Kindred does have like a mark system. That's like one of the biggest differences, obviously, between them. But the way you want to like approach invading the economy and just like getting rich is like pretty much the same. Because they are both marksman champions. So yeah, just the marks and just like understanding like the ranges is very important. So I mean, the first thing I did when I wanted to pick up Kindred and learn her was I just went to the LoL wiki and then I just needed to know where the marks were. And what I did at the time was pretty much memorize this because also like when people ask me like, yo, where are the marks cut? I'm like, yeah, I already know, like, yeah, these guys just didn't want to like search and research where the marks would be. I mean, this is like not updated, of course, because now we're in season 16. It's at 255. But yeah, just knowing where these marks are is very important because this will allow you and set you up for potential plays in the early game. So like, let's say if you get the first crab, right? At 255, you have first crab mark. You actually have options to potentially play for their second Raptor respawn, second Gromp respawn if they mess up tempo, and so on and so forth. Like these are like kind of like plays that you want to think about. Another thing you should like actively like learn in time, you know, it's not something you like will be good at right away, is her marks, her range is pretty much so playing 500 range, it's not 575 range, you know, playing every 25 after that. The more you are used to playing, the more range you have, the more you're able to do. Because yeah, having more range as a champion is very OP. And honestly, this like ult and E and W, like all these are very simple. Pretty straightforward. I guess like the only thing that I guess like people don't really realize is that if you use your Q and W at the same time, you are able to reset your Q 3 times. For like the cooldown. That's pretty much it. Other than that, I mean, yeah, those are like the main things. I mean, this champion's straightforward. It is a marksman champion. They're usually it's just really mechanic reliant. So now, like I guess like last time, right? We have to search up people who are good at the champion while you're in the best channel. Pretty much. You know, I did a similar video on Belweth, and yeah, for Kindred, I mean, who else can you really watch other than myself? So what I would do if I was someone trying to learn Kindred would be I'll probably search up like Kindred guides here. So I'll do two things first. I would probably look at the clear guide. That's one thing you should watch. You can also watch like clear guide channels. Those also work. You don't need to watch me for that. The second thing I would do, actually no, explain why like it's important to watch a clear guide. Well, one, if you clear your camps on time, this will allow you to basically wait one sec. Let me. Okay, so if you clear on time, right? Um, this will allow you. Let me just do this. Sorry. Okay. This will allow you to maybe look for potential plays. Like if you don't clear at the correct speed you're supposed to, you might miss out on invade opportunities, right? Like if you clear 20 seconds slower than usual, you might lose out on the crab. You might lose out on like a 3 camp invade, a 2 camp invade. And this champion, you want to like look to invade a lot. And in this guide specifically, I mean, we have the simple clear guide, right? And then we also have like the cheese invades that you guys can really check out. We don't have the newer invades I've been doing, but you know we have some of the basic ones that you should know how to do. So I would suggest you watch this video. Um, After that, I would say you should probably watch a build guide. Probably from the most recent guide. Probably here, you just watch like a build guide right here. and yeah, just like choose a build. And in terms of builds, wait, there's a lot of builds here. Holy shit. Yeah, in terms of builds, the best builds are Kraken Collector, and then let's find is there like where's Kraken Triforce? Honestly, this is like oh yeah, right here. Kraken Triforce is also really good. So for Kraken Collector, let's talk about like each individual builds. So for Kraken Collector, his build is really good because it is the highest damage output you can have on the champion, and the only downside is that you're really easy to kill. But if you play well and you're able to actually hit enemy champions, you will pretty much kill anything on your screen. For the second build, Kraken Triforce, this is a very good tempo build. The reason why I say it's a tempo build is because both Kraken and Triforce are her best first items, and in this case, you're building both. And when you build both of them, I mean, these items allow you to, one, do a lot of damage, and two, be able to play more upfront and not be like one-shottable, pretty much. You can also like do this build and go green spot, and you are very hard to kill. And the point of this build is to play for marks. The more aggressive you can play, because you can't get one shot, the less you kind of have to rely on like someone actually doing stuff for you, like a tank champion. So you just go in and play for marks constantly, and then you just let your marks be able to just carry the damage basically. And in your situation on your third items, you just play for whatever you need. Sometimes you go Last Whisper third, sometimes you can go Wood Sand. I like going PD a lot third when I do have enough damage based off my marks. And I just build however I want. And then the third build, I mean, hopefully this is Triforce Collector. Nope, this is Kraken Cleaver. That is Kraken Wits. Well, I should really like fix this. Okay. This is the third build that is the most consistent. So I'm telling you the most consistent builds, right? So Triforce is a really good first item because one, you don't get one shot as easily, and it scales somewhat well. It does do less damage than Kraken. Kraken is the highest damage item you can buy on Kindred. That gives you a shit ton of raw damage on the Kraken auto. Good attack speed, good AD, something that Kindred wants. Ideally, Kindred's first item should always have attack speed in it, so that's why Kraken or Triforce are the best items. They have both AD and attack speed, which is what Kindred actually really wants. And in this case, you get HP, so you are pretty tanky. And then after that, you want to go pretty much all crit. You want to buy Collector, LDR, and you want to buy more items. So of course, this guide was done before the Hex Optics buff. So for Hex Optics, we can touch on this item. The only time I would actually build Hex Optics second item is if I have 7+ marks very early. That's the only time, basically. I think it's not worth it if you don't think you're gonna get 7+ marks. Like, if you're on the way of guaranteeing getting 7+ marks, I think it's worth it. If you're just gonna be sitting at 4, I actually think Collector is a lot better, as the item has really good synergy on Kindred, and this compared with a Last Whisper item has a lot of pen, a lot of raw damage to be able to kill anything on your screen. But of course, you can buy Hex Optics at any time later on. So generally, I like building Hex Optics third or fourth usually. I actually build it over IE in a lot of cases because it's just easier to build. IE is very hard to get sometimes because like the components in the item is just very expensive. While like Hex Optics, Collector, and LDR are all like cheaper. Of course, if you have to go mortal, you go mortal. Reminder in that case. But yeah, it's a lot easier to buy these items and they spike you very hard. So yeah, there's that. That's the Hex Optic thing. Now, after figuring out which build you want to play, I would say the next thing that you should do, just over time, naturally, is watching people play Pilot the Champion. Of course, I'm going to say, like, you should try to watch me teamfight on a champion quite a lot, but I'm sure there's, like, other good Kindred players, not that I really know of from YouTube specifically, that make educational content on them, because I know there's a lot of people that say there's other content creators, but when I check them out, they're either Emerald or Plat, low elo, or they're like master peakers pretty much. So it's not really worth to watch people like that. There are plenty of challenger Kindred players around the world that you can watch. So I would say check out 1xGG. Only watch challenger players if you can on their OTP. You should always be most likely a challenger player on a specific champion that you are looking for in the jungle role. So it shouldn't be hard to really find. But yeah, one thing I think is very useful to do. So at the time, who I watched was Pioshik, which was, I mean, this guy won Worlds, and he's also really good at Kindred. It's someone I've closely watched, and I also watched Canyon play Kindred and Kanavi play Kindred back in the day. Those are three players I watched personally to learn the champion. And then after that, most of it is just self-taught, using ultimates and just using QW very well. Is all just my own mechanical intuition, while playing League, I guess. And like, let's say what I would start doing is I would just click a video, and the first thing I would do as a Kindred player, is watch the early game. Watch how people play their turns. As a jungler, this is considered for every champion. You should watch how people play their early games, because again, the early game matters, right? Like, especially at jungle role, where the role itself is very strong, and like you have the most control in the early game. Like later on in the game, like mid late game, like usually your laners are actually the ones in control in most games. It's actually not the jungler. The jungler is actually more like you're kind of like just supporting them. But in the early game, jungle is the main vocal point, the main focus role in the game in the first 10 to 12 minutes. Jungle really does matter in these minutes. Doesn't mean like you should be main character and fucking run it down if people don't play for you. I'm not saying like that. I'm just saying like jungle has the most agency in the early game compared to later stages of the game, because you know laners do naturally get more gold than junglers and XP, so they should naturally be stronger. Of course, unless the jungle is incredibly spoon fed and just accelerated, then yeah, that's like another case, right? But you should watch how people play the early game and how they think, how they play for marks. You know, we're gonna do a water review after we do a little yap session on like what we should focus on, or what we should like be looking for while learning this champion. Of course, this is part one, so we're gonna be doing like at least 3 parts, I would say. I think it's a good number, 3 to 5 parts on each like kind of champion that we're planning to learn with this series, because we're gonna do this for pretty much every jungler in the game, even champions I don't play. But of course, I need to do some champions that I do. I mean, I'm best at also, because I need to teach you guys how I even got to this place, and like how I even got this good on a champion in the first place. So yeah, I will watch the early game. Luckily, you know, because I make content, you can just listen to how I think and just like take in that thinking pretty much. So watching the early game, and then the next thing after that is pretty much in the mid game. I mean, the only thing you need to do on Kindred in the mid game is just group with their team. It's actually not difficult to play the mid game, mid and late game, because just group with their tank, group with like your ball in, and just like fight with them. That's pretty much all you have to do, and you want to try to involve them while playing for marks. Pretty much that's it. Like you want team fight a lot and skirmish a lot. Then after that, basically after you watch early game and just taking that in, how to play like at like the mid game, late game, just watch team fighting. So you just go to a fight. So let's see, when do we like team fight in this game? Okay, we like team fight here. So okay, let's go back a bit more. It looks like we're contesting a dragon here. Okay, dragon is spawned. I'm pinging Orn to come. Let's see if you guys can actually see it well. You know, let me do this. Okay, Orn is coming. I'm telling it to come, that I really need him because I need my tank to be here. I drop Herald, and here I try to bait out cooldowns, so now Knowles doesn't have hook for like 5 to 6 seconds. I do get individual walled, which sucks. But it's okay, now we get control of the area. This is a good thing to kind of take note when playing. There we didn't smite the crab because we want to have smite for the dragon. And now we're hitting the dragon towards us, to where like if they come in our zone, we can play 2 fights. My alarm went off, oh my god. But yeah, we are, you know, we do Drake, and now we look for fights, and we're just trying to dodge the hook so we don't randomly, you know, die. And yeah, I mean, like, that's all you have to do. Just look at team fighting. Just watch how you use the QC, how I use QC, how I use W, how I would ult. People, especially the ultimate, this is probably the hardest skill to kind of learn on the champion, because the ultimate could be a very good upside in the team fight, or it could be literally your downfall, where you literally grief your team based on how you use your ultimate. Of course, there's a lot of different scenarios. So I would say, I mean, I think I will try to get like a good segment in the future parts where I'm able to just show you different ult scenarios. I'm gonna try to grind that and try to give you guys at least like 5 to 10 examples. I'll try to find myself to be able to help you like kind of understand when is it good, when is it bad, when should you ult. So that'll be for the later parts of this guide. But I would say that's the kind of like the, you know, the last thing you should focus on. Honestly, it's just go through the trial and error when you like learn the ultimates, ultimate timers. But yeah, learning where her marks are, learning how to clear, learning about invading, which I'll go through right now, and then, you know, how do you think about your early game, and then I told you how to play the mid game. It's how you should play both Graves and Kindred, and yeah, looking for team fighting examples in VODs and just watching them. So now for invades, let's go through this real quick. I'm gonna give you pretty much the best invades in current game, current meta, in my opinion, that you guys should try to abuse every single game. Let me fix this. Oh my god. OMG. Okay. Let's move these. Okay. So this works on both sides. There's a couple of cheeses that you should know how to do. The most basic one is, okay, let's move the jungle icons too, because like ICBA. Okay, let's put it here. Jungle diff. Buff into enemy jungle. You can pull the Gromp right away, or you can pull the blue into the Gromp. You either go this path, or you go this path, basically. Those are this is the invade. Also, let's draw this a bit better. Okay, I can do it better, okay? Red buff, walk here. You can go this way, or this way. Usually, this bush, most of the time, will be warded. You have to assume these areas are warded a lot of the time. So to me, you should always dodge it. No one's gonna ward this, especially in lower MMR. These wards, people only have this shit warded in challenger games. I swear to God, every elo below GM, below challenger, pretty much, no one actually wards this. They will all walk to lane, naturally, which is like understandable, and they will never like check this. So the best way to go is always to go like this way, and you can pull the Gromp or the blue buff. Doesn't matter which one you do, but you will do both these camps. And if you can always check the blue first to see if he's on it, or if he did it, to fight him on the Gromp, of course. First, simple invade. Also, keep in mind that these two spots are going to be warded on both sides a lot of the time. Good amount of time. The second invade you can do is you can start Raptor camp, and then look for invade. What you would do, you will do the camp, but you're going to queue it twice. You're going to queue at the beginning of the clear, at the beginning when it spawns. You're gonna queue again, and then you're gonna kill the camp, and then the third queue, this is the one where you should go over the wall, because otherwise you have to go through this way. And what you want to do, you want to dodge this ward. So you're gonna go all the way like this, and then you're gonna take this shit. So you're gonna rob this guy. That's what you're gonna do, basically. I like to do it more on red side of the map, because the pathway is a lot better, a lot nicer. Like I feel like this one, like it just feels like it's longer. Another one you can do is you do red. Raptor into red, sorry. And then you go like this, and then you go into the Gromp. You take their Gromp, and you're gonna fight them on the blue buff. That is another cheese that you can do. Another cheese you can do is you do red into Krugs, and then you're gonna go to his Gromp. This is when you know he's starting this side of the map. Like these last two cheeses are when you know he's starting this side of the map, because you have a ward and you spotted him. You spotted him at like 40 seconds. Like he's unable to actually go to the other side. You know he's starting here. Maybe a Raptor ward, maybe you saw him here on this side of the map because your mid laner was checking. You do this and you're gonna find him here. It's really unexpected. The enemy team never expects this. So as you can see, like a lot of cheeses that I'm showing you, you want to usually go the routes that they won't expect, and you will like fight them. Now another cheese, which is really good against like folklore champs, when you know like usually folklore champions, like the fastest way to folklore in general is usually starting blue up because it gives you haste, and so you can clear fast. Usually that's like a good amount of folklore champions. So cheese you can do is you do red, Raptors, and you're gonna go all the way like this. I mean you can go this way, but sometimes this is warded. Like this area is warded. So what you want to do is actually you want to go this way, and then you're gonna ward this yourself, this bush, and you're gonna go take the Krugs, and you're gonna hit level 3 off the Krugs, and then you're gonna fight this guy on the red. That is another cheese you can do, which is also very good. Now, one of the more unique cheeses that there are in the game, but this is the most complex cheese to play, because depending on where they start, it can get very nasty. So, you start wolves, okay? What you're gonna do after your wolf camp, you're gonna go and take his raptors. Now, in the case where he started red buff, and then he did red Krugs, and then he notices that this is gone, and because you're gonna have a ward most likely on this area, you're gonna know which side he goes. You are gonna most likely go back to your raptors. You're gonna do your raptors, you're gonna do your Krugs, and you're gonna level them up. And by the time like he even realizes this shit is gone, like you're already done your raptors, and you're gonna be on your Krugs to hit level 3, because you won't hit level 3 off wolves, raptors. You never touch this. You're gonna fight this guy on either the red, or he's gonna contest you on the Krugs. He can go into your top side potentially, but it doesn't matter. This clear, this cheese, the reason why I do it in some games is because so Kindred as a champion is a very strong level 2, level 3 champion. Really strong. If the game is based off a full clear, a level 4 versus level 4, to me, Kindred is actually one of the weaker champions compared to other level 4 champions. Like, if I see a level 4 Besta, level 4 Hecarim, level 4 Lee Sin, level 4 Kha'Zix, these champions are level 4, I'm level 4 Kindred, I just like, okay, well, he's just stronger than me. Like, these champions are stronger than my champion. But if I'm level 3 versus these champions, I feel like I can actually fight, and like, Kindred is actually really strong level 2 and level 3, like, compared to other junglers. So, to me, this cheese forces the game on the first turn, because this is the first turn we're talking about, right? The first turn, usually people are like, the junglers are gonna be ending like level 4, and then they do something, right? But in this case, this scenario, both junglers will be level 3 for the first scrap. It's not possible for them to be level 4 when you do this. So, because, like I said, Kindred is really strong level 3 compared to other champions, versus level 4. Now, the whole game is revolved around both drones running around for camps, and make the games just volatile. And this, because you have this camp timer, you're able to play for it later on, and like this allows you to potentially get a Mark Snowball. This is a Mark snowballing path. Now, in the case where I can go deeper. Honestly, I can talk deeper about this thing, but I think we should do it in another video where I actually do it. I give you guys like, because I'm pretty sure I have a VOD example of it, but I'm not gonna use it in today's video. Now, in the case where it's like someone worded this for you, and like this guy didn't start here, and like enemy's jungler started blue side, what you can do is you can do wolves raptors, and then take his Krugs, and then you can look to contest him. That's another cheese you can do. And then you can look to base and defend your bot side. That's basically the other one. And that one's like more like simple. But the other one is the more complex scenario, because that's when both junglers realize, okay, well, you are forcing it. I mean, the enemy junglers are gonna realize, oh shit, this guy yoinked my camp. Now what do I do? Like, do I keep full clearing? If I just don't contest this guy on anything, this guy's just up a full camp on me. Which feels bad. So, but the only advantage that the red side jungler has, if he does start this side, is that he has a red buff and the Kindred doesn't. But to be honest, like, Kindred doesn't really care too much about it, because you're a mobile champion and a ranged champion, and usually you're playing against melee champs in the jungle. So like, they most likely won't get red buff value unless like they're champions that can easily get onto you, which is very possible. But you can definitely cut them very easily. Okay. Any cheeses that I'm missing? I think those are honestly the main cheeses that you should know about. I guess like another one is like level 3 invade, but honestly, to me, level 2 invading is the best route on this champion. You do 1 camp into a jungle and 2 camp into a jungle. I think it's really good. There's a lot of power in doing that as a Kindred. So yeah. Okay, I mean, I think it's about time we get into the VOD, I would say. And yeah, I guess I should just do like a quick transition. Okay, be right back. Okay, so last time I had 2 VODs for you, but I think I just want to do this one VOD because I invaded a lot this game, and I would say this is more a somewhat tougher game to play. So in this game, it's very rare. In general, it's very rare for Kindred to rush tier 2 boots. And in my opinion, for me also, who long-time watchers of mine, me buying Triforce first time is also somewhat not a every game thing. Like I actually am building Kraken at least I would say 70 to 80% of my games. I think it's very rare for me to go Triforce. But I also started going Green Smile a lot more in high elo because I just can't rely on my team, especially that's Enchanter meta. So I always suggest it for you to go Green Smile, especially when like you're kind of like the more solo frontline, in like the bot side, mid bot side of the map, because like you have an Enchanter balling, right? But if you have like frontline on your team, like if I had tank supports, tank top, like Red Spine is really OP on this champion. Like, so basically, if you need HP, I think Green Spine is a very good substitute. Otherwise, if you have the front line, you have people who can go in for you. You should want to go red. Like I wish I can go red spine every game, but I'm in enchanter meta. So like I just have to go green spine, and it's just like it's fine. Like it is what it is. Let me get a little quick frame stop at the the scoreboard. So when I got into this game, I'm playing PTA, right? PTA is also the best rune that you do want to play when you're learning this champion. I would suggest you not to play Lethal, not to play Conquer when learning Kindred. I actually forgot to touch up on the runes because I only talked about the builds. But yeah, you should only go PTA when you play this champion at first, because you should learn how to play the invades, play with like good damage, because PTA is definitely the most easy source of damage that you can have. Playing with Lethal and Conquer does require some class, some good gameplay. So I would suggest you learn how to play with PTA first. And then when I got into this game, I see Lee Sin with Electrocute, I see Mbessa, I see Twitch, champs that like kind of will dive and kind of will like jump me randomly. So I rushed Tabize this game because of that reason, because like the only way I don't scale this game is if I get cheesed and like I die a lot in the early game. Even though I have a pretty good scaling, I would say, but like they can definitely win if they get an advantage. Like I would say this is a partially snowball. Like they want to snowball this game. We want to play somewhat more of a controlled game. Like they want to play a chaotic game. We want to play a more controlled game, which is should be like, well, it needs to be very good for the Kindred, the control game, right? Because if Kindred doesn't have a good game, then she'll be useless. Because Lee Sin does counter my champion, as he can always kick me out of my ults, and then I can't play the game. Essentially, basically. So we're gonna speed up this VOD. And we're gonna play for a lot of marks. I'm gonna tell you my mistakes because I do remember I made 2-3 mistakes in this game, I would say, if I recall correctly. So you're gonna see them. We're gonna look over them, and this is one of the like difficult game examples, I would say. So we see here our ball is fighting. I mean, Twitch Yumi is stronger level 1 against a champ like Smolder, and we see here the goons. And I word here because when I see champions that are playing like Electrocute, or let's say that jungler takes Ignite, I'm just gonna assume the enemy jungler is cheesing. That's, you have to have like the radar, the cheese radar, where you can potentially get cheesed. So here, this is where I potentially, I mean, I pull Raptors, I think. Because I want to know, like, if Lee Sin walks here, I will just fight him to the death, I guess, pretty much. And he's actually on PTA, so if I get the PTA proc, I mean, I'll win. So now I do the Raptor camp. Also, wait, I think, did we see Lee Sin cross? Yeah, so here, another thing to note is that, God bless for mid, that we see Lee Sin going to his Raptors. It's really unlikely for him to start blue at this point, because, like, why would he take that path? So I know for sure that I'm able to do a Raptor into his jungle cheese. I just have to know that most likely the banana's ward. Remember the ward that we talked about? So I need to dodge his ward most likely. So I'm going to do here, I'm going to do my red. Ballin dies. And you see here, we're going to do the cheese. This is the most common cheese. 1 or 2 camp into enemy jungle. And we're going to pull the Gromp. Of course, like, if I have the ward, it's very nice, because what I should do is I should ward, like, the blue right now. I should ward here while I'm doing the Gromp. So once I see him, I can decide whether I want to fight him or not. And this is also a really good video to do, because when you take the Gromp, in this case, like, a good amount of time, you know, banana's warded, or maybe the buff is warded, so you dodge both, and then you get a camp advantage, potentially. And now Lee Sin is down a camp in this case. And now we're gonna base, because we can't really kill top. I mean, sadly, like, he just fought when I based, and I muted all because, like, people are pinging like idiots. It's really common for me to mute all, because yeah, I just think people misuse pings a lot. And honestly, this is, like, in a way, it will benefit you in the long run, because if you mute all, you have to be more aware of what's going on in the map, and just, like, look more, and this will help like your information gathering skill and your map awareness while learning the game, which is very important as a jungler. It's a really needed skill to have if you want to be a really good jungler one day. And yeah, here we're leveling up our camps, and now Lee Sin should already know like, oh, I got yoinked, and maybe he takes my Krugs, maybe he doesn't, but I'm not sure. But like, I have this Grom timer to where I could potentially play for it. I do end up getting the first crab RNG, which is very nice for me. I guess we can do examples in the future where we don't get the mark RNG, but pretty much TLDR, if you don't hit the first mark, yeah, your early game is going to be less snowbally. It's going to be a bit harder to just like get to like 2-3 marks very fast, because usually you want to try to get 3 marks most likely pre like 10 minutes is like a pretty good, I would say, average time, because as long as you're at 4 before like the mid game, you're like golden, you know. So in the case where like, let's say I don't get this crab, I mean, you just have to play for the next crab, like that's just that, or you get like a kill on the laner. And now here I'm pinging that Orianna can bait towards me. If Salah stands IE, Ori might die, but I get a kill out of it, which is really worth. And I'm checking to see if my Raptors get taken, and Lee Sin kills my Ori. I guess he's trolling. I feel like my Ori's trolling, and maybe I can go the more aggressive routes. But if I go this route, I mean, Sauce can go on me, Lee Sin go on me, and I just die, you know? So the only thing I can do is war over the wall to be able to contest the Raptor camp. Basically. Can I play this better? Well, I was already going to the Raptor camp. In this case. Yeah. That's okay. Now I catch this midwave. And now we're gonna do our route to camp, and we also have enemy Grom spawning soon, and our top solo killed. It's chill. I mean, we're just gonna do this camp. We have smites, and now I think I'm gonna run straight to his Grom, because he went towards the bot side of the map, and most likely he will look to re-clear his camps. And I don't think he thinks I'll do something like this. Like, this is kind of like false sense of security for him, because he has good vision on me around this side of the map. He would never think I would wait here, do this long con play, you know? This is something very unexpected for people to think a Kindred would do, pretty much. We ward here. And now we get 2 marks. Very good, right? So this is why the invade is actually very nice. Like, it works like in every elo. Like, this is a high master game, but I've done this in Challenger and this works. Like, so I'm telling you right now, like, this is a way to be able to play your champ. You see, now you got here, but I'm already here. I'm out. I'm happy. I'm out of this. Even though I might not be able to play for this crab, it's okay. This guy had no flash from earlier, apparently, so we got a free kill, and now we look to base. Because he walked up. So let's see why we even ganked. Well, one, his wave is in a very bad spot. It's pushing into us, and he's forced to walk up eventually. He should probably respect a bit more to where he stands here, to where Rankton cannot just like W him for free. But, you know, he gave the angle. I want to look one time, and because I can't play this crab most likely, because honestly, I don't want to make my Renekton just like push his wave to play for crab. Like, he's in a very good spot to just win his lane in isolation, and he has a good vision on the Lee Sin if he does end up coming top. So I'd rather just play Krug's base and just clear my bot side camps again. Like, I'm just gonna let them have this crab. I don't want to force it because my mid's losing. If my mid was winning, I would want to play for it, but like, I would have probably based after this Gromp and then open up top side. But because he's losing, I don't want to play for the crab, basically. But yeah, he was in a bad spot, so we got a free gank. Now here, this is where I buy Tabwas. We talked about it already, and I buy a dagger. In this case, you know, we do have PTA. This is only really good to do when you have PTA or Conquer. With Lethal, you're gonna have 0 damage, so it's not really worth to do it with Lethal. But with PTA and Conquer, because these runes give you a good source of damage, you can pretty much cheat it. And here, I think that he's on the dragon, because remember, he did start bot side this game. He passed towards top, noticed his Gromp was gone, he ganked mid. He probably did his bot side camps again, then we saw him go to the Gromp, he saw it, realized it's gone, he probably cleared down again, and the only camps he most likely has, or the only plays he has, is invading my bot side, playing for top crab, like sitting there, or he plays for Drake. But because like he never showed mid and my mid solo killed, in my head he can only be either on my bot camps or on dragon. So I walk straight to drag, and you're gonna see the first misplay, because I played this fight pretty bad, not gonna lie. It's been a while since I went High by the Rush. I'm taking this fight very confidently because one, If you guys didn't know, Chemtech is, I'm pretty sure it's the highest damage dragon. I think this is the dragon that does the most damage in general to a champion. So like, I know the enemy jungler should be low. Ocean is a good dragon to also fight on because it's slowing the guy that it's the dragon is focusing. Hextech is not bad too because of like the AoE hits. And Wind Dragon is also a very high damage dragon, but I think Chemtech is more than Wind Dragon in terms of damage. And then Fire Drake and Mountain Drake are like kind of like, I don't know, they're like soy boys, honestly, like whatever. Like I have Tabas, I have Health Pot, I have Flash, so I want to take this fight a lot more confidently. And I think here, I just flashed too far away. Also, let's just watch it. Sorry, let's just let the clip play out, and then we will go through by frame in a second. Look, I take like no damage. You see what I mean? Like with Tabas and like Lulu Shield. So let's go through this fight again. So when I go in here, I should think about who I want to pretty much focus. I do get exhausted here, that's why I probably like have like a bit of C. But I should think about who do I want to kill. I know for sure Lee Sin has flash, I think. Oh no, he does not have flash. Oh, then actually I could Lee Sin here. I'm actually trolling. But I should think about who to focus here. And I think it's probably better to focus Lee Sin because Yumi's on the Twitch, so you know he's most likely you can get E, and also I actually forgot how the Yumi thing works, but I think there's just more value on being on the like her passive stack, like she gets stacks on her passive on the target she sits on pretty much. So there's a lot more value on her main character target. When she jumps on others, it's like less value. So I should probably focus the Lee Sin, and I should just hit the Lee Sin and just face tank this and use my potion. And then use my flash to either escape if I get too low or to chase for kills. Because I should know that I should never be able to just die when I have Tabas. But yeah, this should have been pretty much game winning. The game should just be over here. He should have all died. So now we botch this play because we're noobs. We're just gonna go play for Talk Crab. I mean, should just be ours, I feel like, naturally. I mean, we pushed out Lee Sin. But we have 3 marks. I mean, our game is still good. But when you do things like this Tabi rush, like you need to win the fights. Because if you don't win the fights, I mean, you're just down. They're gonna have their first time before you, and like you're just not gonna have enough damage. But if you get like 1 or 2 kills when you get this Tabi purchase, you will. Yeah, I mean, you're unkillable and you're gonna do too much damage. That's basically it. It's like a gamble in the way, but like in this kind of game, I really need Tabis to be able to function in the early game. That's just my. It's like very rare. I only do this when I need to buy Tabis. Never do this when when it's like a Merc Trust game. It's not worth it. So unless they're like quadra AP or some shit, then like okay, cheers. Yeah, but now we do our camps. Guess we should clear. And it sucks we didn't do our ball side camps, but you know we did get a mark, and that's just life. You know sometimes we like it's inefficient, but like it is what it is. Like what can you do about it? Like you botched a play, you were trying to do something, you try to fight them, and now you just have to clear these camps. Yeah, here I think I look to try to gank mid because Sauce is very aggressive. We see him use W here. Oriana just didn't want to play more aggressive. It's okay. And here I want to, play up in the jungle because I have Renekton 6 and Oriana ult. And I think, most likely the Gromp is gone. And now I'm playing the blue buff because we are really strong for Renekton, Oriana with ults. And here I try to get Oriana ult angle for the Lee Sin kill. But apparently, I mean, Oriana just like didn't want to. I mean, she just misplayed it. It's fine. That's okay. We still push out Lee Sin from his top side. Renekton is still able to shaft his laner because he's in a very winning position. I really want to use my Renekton's advantage. Does end up killing. I take 1 and I just base. The reason why I just take 1 in base is because I want to defend my bot side. So I want to make sure at least I'm able to get 1 to 2 camps. I'm just accepting that my 3rd camp is already taken, but I should try to defend the 2nd camp. I can eat, and then potentially a bot dive because my bot is losing, and we do see Lee Sin walking into our jungle. I mean, this is expecting even if I didn't have this pink randomly misplaced in the middle of the river. And now we're just gonna do the Gromp. We're defending bots. I mean, Crab is theirs most likely, so we're just gonna clear our camps and then path towards topside again. And we're probably gonna finish the grubs on this timer. I just want to secure my camps, and then yeah, we have a lot of attack speed, which sucks. I mean, I should have bought swords, I think, but I think it's okay. It doesn't really matter too much. Yeah, if Sauce went in there, it's probably a free kill on the Ori. It's okay. And now we just do the Krugs. And now here, potentially, I want to look for a Raptor invade because this just has to mark because he's pathing up this game. So here I ping that I want to play this. He's on it right now. And I'm pinging that I want to fight. And we dodge the best ult. We do have a lot of MS. And we go over the wall, see if we can, keep fighting. And now here, I play to pull the Gromp because we are a lot stronger 3v3. So I really want to make sure I can play for this. And they're going to look to go on me, and it's okay. I have towers. I'm pretty tanky. They do get a very good play on their side. I Q over the wall before Lee Sin can kick me in the mouth. I also would be ready to press ult. I mean, Yori has Q'd. I mean, potentially I should have died here, I feel like. But, I should have pressed R a lot sooner. Oh, Lee Sin sadly got the Gromp, but it's okay. I mean, we killed the Salas, whatever. We weren't able to get the 4th mark, it's okay, but we get more grubs. Let's look at this fight again. So I would say, yeah, not having a ward here, it's kind of hard to play. I probably should have used the Gromp more to not get hit by the Q. I think it really matters because he can chain kill me with Q and ult. And here, I think I just played it well, honestly, because I Q'd very early. And I don't think I can just die to, Kindred ult or Lee Sin ult that easily, because I do have Tabas, so... yeah. Now we just do the grubs. We're gonna do all of them. Honestly, grubs are very strong when you have a winning top laner, because they can really, win their lane harder. So... yeah, now we base here. We have this crab spawning in 46 seconds, which could mark. Something to think about. And, we're still far from Kraken, sadly, but it's okay. And now we're going to look to defend Ballin, because there's a lot of chaos happening down there. See Lisa on the dragon. Don't think we can do much about that, though, so we just have to clear up. It is what it is. I mean, they're winning bots, so them getting the dragons is kind of theirs. We can't really contest them with mid-based. And with our conditions. Honestly, if my whole team was on the map, we should fight them on the streak, but we can't, so we shouldn't, int the game. And now Lee Sin should most likely clear his camps, and yeah, we're trying to see if we can play this crab mark. We want to stall it as much as we can, so probably need a minute or so to where we can get the 4th and last mark to get our range upgrade off this crab. Try and get vision. See that the camp is finally gone. So I can take this grab obviously right now, and it's probably really good to take it too, because they can easily just take it from me. But honestly, in my head, I'm at this point, I'd rather just take the gamble where this crab is giving the mark, and I get the crab, or I just there's a chance that I lose the crab and he just gets a free camp. But honestly, I'd rather just take the gamble because I really need 4 marks. But also, you can just take it if you really want. If you don't want to gamble it, and then so you can hit your Kraken spike. Now here, there should have been enough time to where the crab should mark in the next 10-15 seconds. So here I ward, I get full vision, so I can not get jumped randomly. I also have Renekton in full condition on the map. Now we get the mark, and then here, okay, let's before we talk about the mid play. So now that I have 4 marks, I do need another 400 gold for Kraken Slayer. What I want to do right now is just take my red and play for his blue invade, because this blue buff will invade in 45 seconds to a minute. So I can stall taking it for a while, and it's perfect time basically for it. That is my next plan, because I have a hard winning top laner, so I really want to fight and use his advantages, So here I walk, see what's up, stuff going down, and I want to try to contest the blue. I see that he's here. Couldn't do it. Whatever. Okay. Call it a day. I mean, it's fine. But yeah, I can't really base till I have full Kraken Slayer. It's not worth it. Oh yeah, I heard it. Oh yeah, I noticed that their volume was low, so I want to see if I can get a kill. They get out. I mean, they stealth. And I noticed oh, okay, well, looks like he went there. Yeah, I had a feeling he went around because we kind of covered our tracks really well. Oh, that was sped up, sorry. Okay. That was sped up the whole time. Shit. Okay, let's just go back. I mean, everything's done. Okay. So here, We know Kindred or the Twitch is like in stealth right now. Like he's trying to escape. We kind of covered our tracks. I feel like pretty well. I also used my W2 because I thought he was basing, which is pretty bad, I would say. But yeah, he opens up on me. I stand up against the wall. Okay, if I was standing here and if he kicks me and I ulted, I can't be kicked out of my ult. So that was like my idea. But because like I have Lulu shield plus I'm Taba, I know I can't really die right now. Like one shots. They don't do enough damage because Taba is very OP. So I was able to, to survive. And then here, because I'm already out of the fight, like most people I've seen already in Patreon VAR reviews, they would just like kill themselves randomly here because they're low. You should just wait. Like there's nothing for you can do. There's nothing, no value you can give in a team for right now other than waiting. If they go for you too much and they dive deep for you and you still escape, that's like you trying to do something, right? But there's nothing I can really do. I do end up dodging on Basalt, and then Vessel here is just like, well, that was really good poly by my Lulu. And then yeah, we're trying to get this kill on the Silas. We dodged the second part of the Q, otherwise we would have died. And now Silas is looking for an E, which is pretty obvious, not a lie. It's like the only thing he can do in this kind of scenario. And I'm trying to get the kill so I can get like my Kraken. And now the game is just really good. So like, that's what I mean. Like, if you win a fight on Tabai, like where you will have a little bit less damage, but you're harder to kill. Now you're gonna be having in the next turn you're gonna have a lot more damage, especially if you get the kills, and now you're hard to kill. You know what I mean? And this should have happened earlier in the dragon fights that we took, like early on in this VOD. But because I botched it, like we just didn't get a triple kill, But like yeah, this is what should have happened earlier. Good by my top. My top actually carried this game very hard. And I think here I just do 2 camps or 3 camps. Okay, I do 3 camps and then base. What did I build this game? Did I go Triforce? I'll find out in a second. Okay, I do. I do go Triforce. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean, I think my build this game should be Triforce into a Moral Reminder because they do have a lot of healing. Now I just clear my camps and I just look to just try to farm anything and everything I can on the map right now because I have Kraken Spec, Tabai Phage. I can take any fights. I'm very tanky. I'm very strong. Here I just pulled the Herald. I think it's a very Psycho Herald start, but I have a strong top laner. I have decent vision to know if they do come, so I can get off it anytime I want. And yeah, we're just gonna take the Herald and probably look to use it top or mid. Probably mid though, because I think top should just drop naturally if we just dive their top laner. And now here we see Lee Sin, and I base to defend ball in because they can only dive ball in this next wave because we already caught this wave. So I walk straight ball in here to see if I can help my ball in. 1 does, 2 does, but we end up getting the Lee Sin kill. And we see if we can go more. And we look to Herald the spot tower while I go play for Dragon. My team helps me hit the Dragon for some reason instead of pushing bot. Even though I can do this on my own. I don't know why. And I go all the way around. Because, my Rectin is very Thanos. So, like, I feel like he can do a lot of things on his own. He doesn't need me to hold his hands. These guys are just fighting for some reason. I don't know why this Twitch stayed, but it's okay. We get a kill. Salos tried to save the Twitch. And here I'm fighting the Salos. We dodged the Salosy, like we're in the Matrix. Oh, I guess I trolled ult, not a lie. Whatever, it's fine. Now we push. Here we're going to try to contest Lee Sin. Notice that he took the Krogs, and I really want to fight here potentially on the red buff here. I go over the wall, limit testing a little bit. I mean, I saw I had Lulu heal, and I have a lot of shields, so I feel like I can go in. I am very tanky with Tabas and Phage. And now, I mean, the game is essentially over. We have 7 marks, full Triforce. I mean, we're very OP. Use base here real quick. We're going to open up top side of the map, probably. Crab is spawning, but, like, we should just clear fast and then look for fights. This is a good time to clear, because we're on the map first, so we're going to clear really fast, and then we can find the enemy. Unless there was a mark here, I would probably play for mark, an extra mark, but clearing here is really good. We clear 1 quadrant, and we look to contest a wave, because, enemy team will try to do something. We see a blue buff just marked, so we can play for blue buff, potentially. And, okay, we get that. And now I run straight to the blue and see if I can, get it. See how it's gone. Think he's on wolves. He's on wolves. Chase him down. Try to see if I can get more damage to where he's forced to base. And now we do the Raptor, and now we probably go clear our camps, because there's nothing, right? I mean, reactive 1v2'd, Small just chilling, we killed Silas, so yeah, this is my timer to farm more again. We did a lot, we took 2 camps from them. I think here I want, okay, so here you should usually just clear the camps, because your top lane should base, but I want to cover my top laner just in case they, like, you know, psychopath play for him. So I just sit here around them and just look to base. But usually you should be allowed to clear here. You can clear your camps. But I'm gonna open up bot side anyways. Oh yeah, there's a ward here. Wait, what? He's like randomly like went in. Okay, let's go back. Okay, so here I stay because they're gonna catch this wave, right? Most likely. So I'm like, because I'm already here, I'm like, whatever. Let's just like commit to the play. Might as well. We're already here together. Had to ult there because otherwise I can die. Honestly, this was a pretty botched play. But my right team for sure can kill everyone, even if I die. Get 8 marks, and then yeah, I mean Lee Sin does, Yumi does. Okay, now I base. Just have to play next dragon. Can't really pull a Baron. Yeah, probably just clear all our camps. We're going collector. Okay, I mean looks. I mean I'm just egoing, I guess. Probably because I have 8 marks, I'm super fed. Well, I'm even going collector. Collector is a really good item on this champion, of course. I mean, I can go. This is where I should go Hex Optics, to be honest. But maybe I'm bored, I don't know. But in all honesty, you should go Hex Optics here with more reminder. 3rd, 4th item. But yeah, I just love Collector. I don't know. Like, what can I say? I'm addicted to that. It's just, I mean, it's a really good synergy. Like, in terms of synergy, it's one of the best items on this champ. Same with Graves. Get blue orb here. Trying to see if we can trap the Twitch. Now we have some goons here. We have these guys. Yeah, that guy. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Play Baron. I mean, this is like all very simple. Like, we're trying to group with our team, do things together. I have a Lulu pocket healer, so like, you know, playing Kindred. Kindred Lulu is very OP together. And now we do Baron. Their bot side. Now we base for a collector. They're trying to do the dragon, but they shouldn't be able to. They do like 30% less damage to their Drake. If you didn't know, every individual Drake you have, you do like 10-15% less damage. And also, you know, we're like 20 minutes in the game, so Drakes are naturally tankier by game time. Here we're trying to chase Solace. He gets out. Yeah, now we're going to bots. Trying to see if we can get like any contest. Lee Sin ends up dying here. Collected. And yeah, we're just trying to push mid. We're gonna get this red and push mid. Okay, let's go back. I don't know why my Ori's basing here. Like, we need to use Baron, no? Like, it's like so troll. Here I just go on Twitch because I feel like I have enough damage. You can't really kill me. I have Lulu ults. I want to ult before my Lulu there, but we didn't trust each other. It's okay. Here we got hit by Salasy. Should be able to dodge that pretty easily. I mean, if you dodged the one previously, I mean, like it's not hard to dodge Salasy, not a lie. Like, it's just bad movement by me there in that moment. I actually died for fun, and now here I'm thinking about what to buy. Let's speed up the clip. Buy Zeal. Dude, it's just so for fun. Like, the way I'm actually just egoing for fun. Like, in all, like, please don't build how I built this game. You should think about going Hex Optics and more reminder, 3rd and 4th item, and then buying your IE. Your IE, or like, you can buy Zeal if you want. Okay, clearing. And now we're looking to try to do something on the map. Want to pressure some kind of way. The towers are low. Sauce goes onto me, but it can't be good. I mean, he's just trolling. I have Lulu, Orianna around me. And yeah, I mean, we're just pushing, like. I think we're just trying to end the game here, right? It's like. Oh, okay. So, this fight's. Okay, you're gonna watch how I play it. So, I want to, like, force them to go on me, so I click at them. So, the reason why I'm clicking towards the left side of the wall is because if I get kicked and I ult, I won't be able to be kicked out of my ult unless he, like, flash kicks somehow in some angle. Okay, so you see what I mean? But so if I was able to get my ult off here, but it was like 0.1 off, right? It wasn't actually up when I wanted to ult. I will be up against the wall, you know, not dead, and be hitting them, and they will all die. Basically, that's what would happen here. But yeah, I mean, they kind of like space glide on us there. Yeah, my ult was 0.1. I mean, it was actually really good fights to take if I just did it 0.1 seconds later, because like they will actually all die, and then we went in the game here. But now the game's just stalled for another 5 minutes because of my mistake. Let's just go to the next fight. Right now, versus Water, like, we're just gonna look at team fights, right? So, yeah, just have to skip through this. We're gonna farm. Holy shit, look at me glide on that shit. Here at base, get my item, get my PD. Now we're gonna click down mid. We're gonna look for fights. Okay, here. This is normal speed. Looking to see if we can fight the contested mid wave to go into Drake. They open up on us. Okay. So here when I got Orianna ball, I thought Orianna was gonna ult me here off reaction. Because Twitch is actually dead here. If Orianna start casting her ult here, Tish will get ulted, Lulu will ult me, and then like they will all die. I don't need to ult here. But because Orianna never ulted, I can never ult. So it's unlucky. Yeah. Do we end the game? Okay. Okay. Ambassador's OP. Smolder is... Okay. Twitch is about to kill my teammates. Ranking kills. I go dragon. Killed the dragon. Take the red buff. Take the Krogs. Base. Okay, red pop probably, knowing me. Okay, open on the map. Okay. Okay, we're just trying to take any fights. Go on Lee Sin. Kill Lee Sin. Twitch is in GA. We got Solid Seed. And Twitch ult or Kindred ults. Okay. Yeah, Renekton's OP. And the game's over off this. Okay, let's look at this fight. So was it correct to go onto Lee Sin here while my team gets dropped? Because I can be with my team here hitting the Ambessa Reds. Hard to say, not a lot. Because if I start hitting Ambessa Reds in this frame, if I don't cure the wall, chase this guy, and I'm on top of my Ambessa, Lulu, and Orion to hit the Ambessa. I mean, honestly, we would probably kill her pretty fast, I think. I also would have be holding Kindred for the smaller Ori. I don't really care what my Lulu does. Oh my god, my Lulu died with ult this fight too. Noob. Yeah, I'll hit that, but like Lee Sin can get flank and then kick us and then probably potentially win the fight. Because my Renekton's not here yet, actually. So honestly, maybe it was fine what I did. I do get them pretty low. Like honestly, the smaller opponent worked this fight. I mean, I think we were pretty lucky that I think Twitch like really misplayed this fight. I mean, if we took this fight 5v5 with Renekton here, I mean, they should never win this because we're a lot stronger 5v5. But yeah, that's like my take. I mean, let's look at it again. Like, so if I would be right now, Lee Sin would have been pushed out, but he would click back forward while I hit Ambessa. Would I hit Ambessa on time? I kill Ambessa on time. I feel like I wouldn't because of like this, but. I think Lee Sin can come here and kick if he has flash. Oh, killing Lee Sin is actually like pretty good, not a lie. And if we complete the fight here, it's like hard for him to like really win. I would say I think this is the misplay. Like getting hit by this is bad because there's a lot. Like right now, like I'm in no threat of dying pretty much. I can keep playing the fight on full HP. I can just hit. But when I get hit by this, now I put myself in a position where like I'm like hail marrying inside my ults pretty much. So I think it's honestly the Saosi that's about to get hit by, because now like you see I'm forced to play here instead of playing a fight more in my control. Like now it's like up to like my team to like take over, you know. So I would say the Saosi was really bad. They get hit by. I should have respected him more, and then hit the Twitch outside when he comes out of GA, and then you know when I stall for my Renekton coming, because I pay attention to like I was paying attention to my minimap to see my teammates' locations, and then you know Renekton will kill everyone naturally, like he already did in this fight. But yeah, that's pretty much it. From this VOD. So yeah, I mean, if you guys enjoyed this video, let me know. This is a pretty... Oh my god, I voice cracked. Oh my god. Oh my god. Why? Yo, whoever like watched it this long deep, whoever points out the voice crack at first gets a VOD review, okay? It's on me, man. It's on me. Either way, if you guys enjoy this video, let me know. I'm gonna go grind solo queue probably after uploading this video. But yeah, thanks for watching. There'll be another 2 parts coming out. I don't know which part will have like the ultimate scenarios, probably the 3rd part, but we're gonna look into other stuff in the 2nd part. If you guys have any suggestions on what you want to specifically look at, let me know. Otherwise, thanks for watching. If you guys have other champion suggestions you want me to do, I will be looking to do Kha'zix next in this kind of format, and then look to do other champions that I probably don't play as much. I'll do like Kha'zix, Karthus. I mean, I'm just gonna do every champion to be honest. But yeah, let me know. Hope you guys enjoy watching this video, and yeah, see you guys next time.